Namaste to everyone. In the present discussion, we are going to have Sanatana Dharma, which is existing among the primitive tribes of India. For this, I have chosen Jarwa tribal population of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, who are food gatherers and hunters, belonging to 3000 BCE. We may call them belong to Stone Age population also. We may get a doubt why I have chosen Jarwa tribal population for this discussion. I had the opportunity to do research among the Jarwa population to prepare a ethnographic and action plan report for the government of India for the conservation of the Jarwa tribal population. In this connection, I have worked all the islands where human population inhabiting, such as Great Nicobar Island, Strait Island, Little Andaman, and Andaman Islands also, and Sentinel Island also I have visited. I have worked among the tribal populations over there for their conservation. So in this connection, I have prepared the following reports which you are observing, submitted to the Ministry of Environment and Forest. The project was funded by Ministry of Environment and Forest for the conservation of the tribal population in Andaman Islands. These are my books and also the report submitted to the Government of India. Now, let us look into the subject matter of discussion. Sanatana Dharma as the eternal and universal moral law manifests not only in organized religions or large civilizations, but also subtly among the indigenous cultures that live close harmony with the nature. Jarwa tribe of Andaman Islands, one of the oldest hunting and food gathering communities, offer a unique perspective on this timeless philosophy. While they may not have a formalized concept of Sanatana Dharma, their way of life reflects its core principle, rooted in a deep connection with the nature, respect for life, and balance with the environment. For a better understanding of the Sanatana Dharma among this Jarwa tribal population, I have classified their Sanatana Dharma into 7 components, which involves Jarwa Sanatana Dharma. That is, one is harmony with nature, non-materialism and simplicity, community living and dharma, spirituality, beliefs and animism, customs and traditions, protections of the community, and respect for life. These are the 7 aspects I have considered to know about to what extent Sanatana Dharma exists among the primitive tribal society of Jarwa. Harmony with the nature. One of the key aspects of Sanatana Dharma is living in harmony with nature, which is reflected in the Jarwa tribe of Andaman. Relationship with their environment. Their daily activities of hunting, gathering, and fishing are conducted in a sustainable manner. They take only what they need, ensure the ecosystem remains balanced. Is a concept akin to ahimsa, that is non-violence, and dharma, duty to protect the nature. For example, the tribes follow unspoken rule of not over-exploiting the resources. This mirrors the Sanatana Dharma principles of Loka Sangraha, or maintaining the order and balance of the world. Just as Hindu philosophy, the Andamanis respect the natural cycles of life and death, understanding that they are a part of larger cosmic rhythm. Cutting living trees is forbidden among them. They never cut a living tree. Only dry wood they will be using for their purposes. And an important one which I wanted to explain you, that while they are fishing, if the fish is coming less than this size, this is the measurement they will take. If it is less than this size of the fish, then they will throw it into the sea again. They won't take it for consumption. That is the unique characteristics among them. And another important aspect which I have observed during my research work, the pregnant and lactating mothers, they won't allow to do the work. You are seeing here, this is the photograph which I have taken in Andaman Islands, that is in Middle Andaman. in Foul Bay, where I was doing my research work. The Jarwa woman is sitting with the 7 children, and she is also a pregnant woman. The other 6 mothers, they are taking care of this pregnant and lactating mother because she is a pregnant woman. The 6 mothers, they are collecting the food, roots and tubers, and they will be giving to her. This is the unique characteristics of Sanatana Dharma, how they are sharing the food, how they are helping the lactating and pregnant women. This is a unique custom and traditions which exist among the Jarwa. It is not existing among us, that is human civilizations, which we are presently having. Another best example I wanted to give you is one person while climbing the tree has fallen down and broken his leg, and he has lost his leg. The Jarwa populations, they won't allow to him to go for hunting and food gathering. They will keep in their settlement and provide them food and whatever the requirements they have. And also in the same way, you can see the woman who is suffering with health problems also taken care of by them. This is one of the important characteristics of the Sanatana Dharma which existing among the Jarwa population of Andaman Islands. What kind of ornaments, jewelry they are wearing, and what it denotes. All these things signifies their simplicity and coexistence with the nature. Third one is community living and dharma. The Jarwa tribe in living in small, close-knit communities where cooperation, mutual respect, and collective responsibility are paramount. This collective approach to life is an embodiment of dharma, where each individual fulfills their duty toward the well-being of the community, whether it is gathering food, caring for a sick, or performing every action is driven by a sense of responsibility and interdependence. Here I wanted to inform you that whatever the food they will be collecting in the jungle, fruits, rubers, tubers, honey and wild boar flesh, fish, everything, they will bring it at one place and keep them at one place and share them equally. That is the unique characteristics of Jarwa tribe. They won't allow anyone to be hungry. That is the unique characteristics of Sanatana Dharma, community way of observing, food gathering, hunting and sharing equally. That is the unique characteristics among the primitive tribe of Andaman Islands. Much like the Vedic concept of Swadharma, that is individual duty, the Jarwa Andamanis adhere to natural order where each tribe members play a specific role for their collective good. This cooperative existence reflects Sanatana Dharma's emphasis on duty towards society and nature. I wanted to inform you here, Orcha, which is made with the pig fat or turtle fat, is used as a medicine, and it is applied to all the children who are below 10 years by the female children. It is the duty of them. This is a kind of division of labor exists among the Jarwa children. This is the real picture of the Aborigines of Andaman Islands. The fourth one is, which I have considered for Sanatana Dharma, is spiritual belief and animism. Though the Andamanis may not worship deities in the same way Hinduism does, their belief system is deeply spiritual and animistic. They revere natural spirits, the souls of ancestors, and other unseen forces that govern the world around them. This is the reminiscent of the concept of God in Sanatana Dharma, which teaches that the divine is omnipotent and exists in the every aspect of creation. Worshipping moon, sun and fire, they consider they are the sacred objects. And you can see here, this is the god worshipped by the Jarwa type of Andamans. Anopiale is the name of the god, and this painting was drawn by the Yemne, a Jarwa boy, when I was doing the research in the Foul Bay. The tribe's spiritually practices such as offering to spirits and their reverence for certain animals and plants reflects a form of devotion similar to bhakti to the natural world. This reverence underscores the idea of interconnected universe where all beings, whether human, animal, or plant, are manifestations of the same universal energy. I want to bring your notice that which I have experienced in the Foul Bay of Andaman Islands during my research. During full moon days, the Jarwas will go to the highest peak of the mountain and they will light this light which was made with the grass and show it to the moon. That is a kind of worship which the Jarwa man keeping in his hands. He has shown and explained to me as though he is not able to talk in that language, but he has explained me in a understanding way which was translated by Yemne and Tayabi. The fifth aspect of Sanatana Dharma, which I have considered for Jarwas, is customs. Though simple, the Jarwa of Andamanis practice certain rituals that connect them to a natural world. For the first time, I had the opportunity to participate in the puberty ceremony, which you are witnessing here. And in this ceremony, the girl will be kept for 7 days in a thatched hut. The flowers they will make the bed and they will be keeping in that newly constructed hut. The hut was constructed by other band people, boys, construct, and she will be kept in the newly built hut for 7 days. When the bleeding stops, then the boys of other band will go for hunting and bring the wild boar flesh and give it to her. Then the pollution period will be ended. This is the unique one which I have observed among the Jarwa population. These customs are not written down but passed orally through generations, much like the oral traditions of the Vedas in Hinduism. Their rituals of hunting, preparing food, and honoring nature shows a profound understanding of life cycle nature, which is a core tenet of Sanatana Dharma. Their rituals often involve sacred spaces in nature, forest, creeks, sea, or specific trees. Parallelism to Hinduism sanctification of natural spaces like rivers, that is Ganga, mountains, and groves. This suggests an inherent recognition of the sacredness of the nature and its central role in spiritual living. I had the experience in the Foul Bay of Central Andaman Islands. The stone rock which I am sitting here is the sacred stone worshipped by all of them. Here every full moon day they will come and dance on the standing on the dance and worship the moon, which I have spent long time with them knowing about the dance and music what they are doing. It is really amazing not only among the civilized societies but even among the primitive societies. Still it is existing. That means you can say it is the evolution of primitive societies what we are doing, the customs and traditions today. This one is the protection of the community. In human evolution, if you look, a man who can able to provide the food for the community, they will be considered as the leader of the society. In the same way, here in the Jarwa, they select the leader, that is a band head and a community head, by the group of people based on the skill and efficiency and what kind of intelligence he is having in hunting, food gathering, and protecting the people. Now you are observing here. Here, the head of the Jarwa is showing me how he became a leader. The way he has hunted the wild boars and turtles shows the leadership qualities. The Jarwa considers those who hunt more wild boars and more turtles will be considered as a leader of their community. Based on the subsistence of economy provision to the community, is a unique characteristics among the Jarwa population. Then seventh one, which I have considered for as a component of Sanatana Dharma among the Jarwa population, is respect for life. Sanatana Dharma teaches reverence for all forms of life, a principle that is deeply ingrained in the Jarwa tribe of Andaman Islands. Respect for the animals they hunt and the food they gather. Before embarking on a hunt, many tribes perform rituals to honor the spirit of the animal, asking for its forgiveness and offering thanks for its sacrifice. This practice aligns with the principles of ahimsa, that is non-violence, in Sanatana Dharma, where life is respected and violence is minimized even in survival practices. Their belief in the interconnectedness of life mirrors the Sanatana Dharma, understanding that every being is a part of a larger divine whole, and that the well-being of one affects the well-being of all. I hope that we have understood the components involved in Sanatana Dharma, how the Jarwas are observing the Sanatana Dharma knowingly or unknowingly. They are not knowing about what they are doing. It is a dharma or what it is, punya or papa. But in a natural way, they are observing the Sanatana Dharma. Coming to the conclusions, the way of life practiced by the Jarwa tribe of Andaman Islands serves as a living embodiment of many principles found within Sanatana Dharma. Their deep-rooted connection with the nature, respect for all forms of life, and a strong sense of duty to their community reflects core tenets such as swadharma, individual duty, and apagriha, that is non-hoarding. Even though they may not label their practices as part of a formalized religion, their actions resonate with the universal timeless value of Sanatana Dharma. The Jarwa of Andaman Islands spiritual practices focused on honoring the nature world and the unseen forces around them, mirror of Sanatana Dharma view of the divine being present in all creations. Their sustainable way of living, taking only what is needed and representing the balance of the ecosystem, stands as an example for harmonic living, aligning with the Vedic principles of Loka Sangraha, that is, upholding the world. In a world of increasing dominated by materialism and environmental degradation, these tribes offer a crucial reminder of how humanity coexists with the nature, not as an exploiters but as a stewards. Their simple spiritual life exemplifies that Sanatana Dharma is bound by time, geography, or sophistication, but it is universal path accessible to all who live in harmony with the eternal order. At the end of the discussion, I would like to mention that the way of life practiced by the Jarwa tribe of Andaman serves as a living embodiment of many principles found within Sanatana Dharma. Their deep-rooted connection with nature, respect for all forms of life, and a strong sense of duty to their community reflects core tenets such as swadharma and apagriha. Even though they may not label their practices as a part of formalized religion, their actions resonate with the universal timeless value of Sanatana Dharma. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. It is my attempt to tell how Sanatana Dharma exists even before 3000 years, not only in India but all over the world. This is one of the example of understanding Sanatana Dharma. The people who now living 3000 years before civilization and culture are also having their own tradition and dharma, following in their own way, unknowingly, knowingly, that we call it as Sanatana Dharma. I think we have to learn many things from the Jarwa tribe for our sustainable living. Thank you very much for your kind attention and sparing your time for hearing this talk. I request you to forward this to your friends and a group people for their better understanding of the traditions and cultures of India. Thank you very much. Thank you.